Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 175 of Sonic Boom TV. This one's going to be a little bit different. As you can see, I'm standing up. I'm not going to be standing up long, but this video is for my friend that I used to work with for several years. I guess it may be her grandmother or maybe an aunt or somebody. I can't remember who she said. They were going through their house. I guess they passed away. And they had a stereo and some records and some cassettes that they wanted to get rid of. And they didn't have anybody in the family that wanted it. She asked me if I wanted them. And yesterday we worked it out, and she brought it to me. And I came home and set it up. And I just wanted to show you guys what I got. The records are probably not all things I'm going to keep. The cassettes almost definitely not going to keep. But I'll probably try to go trade them in or see what I can do with them. I don't want to throw them away because they're in good condition and everything. Besides that, the record player, cassette player, radio, that all works pretty good. I want to show you guys what I got. So let's go take a walk. Okay, this is the stereo she gave me. It's got speakers, pretty tall ones. It's got this little cabinet with some record storage at the bottom. I'll be using that for the records that came with it, I think. And we've got this cool little cassette player, record player situation. So, sorry about that. There's a button right here that's supposed to make the record player pop out. It's not working. I don't know if that can be fixed or not, but it will slide out by hand. And then you just stick the record in there, which I should have had prepared, but I did not. The screen's jumping around. I'm sorry, guys. Should have had the record in there already. So I've got this record. It's by a band called New England. I've never listened to it. Never even cleaned it yet. So we'll just stick it on there. Now, you can leave it out and play, or you can push it back in, but you just press the play button and it starts up and goes over. And you can, if you push it back in, it stops the sound for a few seconds. Oh, and it's on the wrong speed. Turn that sound off for a minute so we don't get a copyright tag on wrong speed. Let's make it 33 RPM. Push it back in. Now that should automatically come in and out, but of course, so it's got a kind of a cool, I don't know what that sound is. It just sounds different than the stuff I've been used to. And I just refer to it as an older sound, the way it sounds to me. And then we got the cassette, and it'll automatically switch the tape when you press that. And I believe the record stops spinning. No, maybe it hasn't. Oh, we got to put some sound on. The cassette works good too. And you play a little Iron Maiden. Now, I don't know, you hear the static when I adjust the volume. I don't know if that's the speakers or the player itself. But it works. It just, once you get it into a spot, it won't make the static anymore. But this is what it is. It's a SGP 200 SF 620 SF 630. So one of those numbers is what it is, I guess. And the way it's Panasonic, the way it works is that it's weird because the record player itself doesn't have a power cord. It plugs directly into the cassette deck, and it it's powered that way, but the problem is like the cable that goes from one to the other, it's not something you can remove. So it's once it's connected to the record player, and then you plug it into the bottom part. If it breaks, then the record player is no good, I guess, because it's not, doesn't look like it's something that's replaceable. And then that's about it for that. You know, pretty simple. It's got AM/FM radio, stereo, couple little options you can see. You know, Dolby sound and all that stuff, extra bass, I think, or something like that. But basic old system. Get the orange lights. They kind of look, you know, washed out in the video, but kind of cool. I listened to it for a while last night, and I listened to the radio for a little while, and it was all pretty good. You know, I don't know how loud it would get. And like I said, I don't know these speakers. The wires are kind of funky on them, so maybe they don't work that good. Maybe if I put something else on them, you know, maybe it'll work better. I don't know. But anyway, let's go back. Well, let's see the cassettes that I got with this, because this is gonna show you that I'm not really interested. A lot of polkas and stuff like that. But we got these cassettes first. George Strait is a country. Got all this good mess. Then we'll put that there. We've got, well, let's just go over here. We've got this case right here that opens up. You can see my junk behind it. Very cool case. I'm definitely keeping that case. But then we've got some homemade stuff. Pete Fountain, country hits. It must be a blank tape. Some classical, more Vince Gill, George Strait. Then we got the Nutcracker, Dixieland Dance Party, big band stuff, Charlie Pride, these country cats, Benny Goodman. You know, I don't know if these have any value. And then there's one of these wooden cases, and you see we've got some more stuff. Glenn Miller, Selena. That might be something. If you can see my feet down there. Slim Whitman, Happy Wanderers, Los Panchos, Polka's Greatest Hits, 20 classical polkas. Can't read that one at the back. We got whatever, more polka. This person loves some polka. And Jimmy Sturr and his orchestra. So that's all I got for the cassettes, and the stereo. So let's go look at the records. I got a lot of records with it, probably 50 or so, and we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, we're back, and we're going to look at the records that I got now. They're in this collection. You know, this is definitely an older person. So there's no real rock stuff in here, and the only two things that are that I think are considered rock will be these two that I'm going to show you. So if anybody wants to sit around and watch the rest of this, they can go. But surprisingly, I didn't expect to see this at all in here after what the other stuff. Creedence Clearwater Revival Chronicle featuring John Fogerty, the 20 greatest hits. I already own this, a modern pressing of it, so this may be an original pressing of it. It's still in shrink wrap. It's a gatefold. I'm gonna take the shrink wrap off because it's a gatefold, and I want to compare it to the one that I already own. I bought one at Walmart, and it's like green vinyl, and it's pretty good. I listened to it a lot for a while, and then I haven't listened to it in a good while, but this is kind of cool. Definitely keeping that for sure. And then the other one that I'm definitely keeping is this box set. It's a Reader's Digest box set. It's great original hits of the 50s and 60s. It's got Sam Cooke, the Mamas and the Papas, Beach Boys, Everly Brothers, Petula Clark, Fats Domino, The Drifters, Pat Boone, Neil Sedaka, Bill Haley and his Comets, Bobby Darin, the Letterman, the Platters, and more. So I didn't name everybody that's on the front, and it doesn't say on the back, but I believe, yeah, it's it looks like it's seven records. If you guys want to pause and look at that, maybe, I don't know. 7 records. It goes. It's 1951, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. So they pretty much did a year per side, and some of them they doubled up. I guess they couldn't find enough good songs for those years, or they just couldn't get the rights to stuff, or they were just cheaping out. I don't know, but this sounds pretty good. So that's definitely staying in the collection. Now, if you're still here, I now own more Herb Alpert and a Tijuana Brass than anybody deserves to own. Yeah. I got, I think, 8 albums here, and I already had a couple of I had 2 of these already, and I think I had 2 additional ones. So I think I have 10 albums by Herb Alpert, and these are all the early ones, so you know, they're worth $2. We've got South of the Border. I'll be keeping these because I do actually like them. I listened to this one; it sounded clean. SRO, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass SRO. This is one I never had before. I listened to it last night. It sounded clean. It looks pretty good, the record. But the other ones seem like they're kind of scratchy. Maybe they're in good condition, but I think they'll play. It just they have surface art. This would have probably been the best cover I've found yet for Whipped Cream and Other Stories. But when I was putting it in my car, it was in a box and it kind of fell to the floor and it got caught and it bent right there on the corner, and it got caught on my dashboard of my car and kind of unperfected it. I don't know. The Beat of the Brass, The Lonely Bull. Dun, 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 dun. That looks like it might be country, a western maybe. Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass Volume 2. Going Places. I think I had this one too. And What Now, My Love? I don't know if that's his wife or whatever. I think she's on the other one too. Pretty Lady, I know that. Yeah, I don't know if that's her and that's her. I guess they're wearing the same colors, and he's wearing the same jacket and shirt. So I think they use the same pictures from the same photo shoot for 2 different albums. So after that, let's move on to other things. Baja Maramba Band, Watch Out. I've got a couple of theirs. I haven't listened to them. I just think they might be funny. So I went with that, whatever. We've got Living Maramba's Tijuana Taxi. So they were into the Mexican kind of music. Latin American or whatever. Let's pull out a bunch more here. Theme songs of the big band era. Those Memory Years, Volume 2. It looks like 60s kind of stuff, maybe 50s. And we've got Volume 1. And we've got more of that kind of stuff. Maybe it's big band stuff. Something or other. Speaking of big band, a tribute to Glenn Miller. This one's got something going on inside of here. Oh, it's 2 records and it's got some tissue paper in between, I guess, trying to protect them. I just tore the cover on that, so whatever. Dance bands, golden age of the dance bands. I guess I could read it like that, I don't know. Glenn Miller, Tommy Dorsey, Benny Goodman, all that good stuff. This one's still got shrink wrap on it. The music from the Pink Panther and other hits by Living Guitars. Neat. I may keep all this up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You know, it's. I got a feeling it'll end up in a dollar bin somewhere. We got Bolero, Charles Munch. You know, it'll end up in a junk bin or something, and I hate to see things get that, but you know, it's just gonna matter of space. I have golden hits of the 50s. Mr. Sandman, Blue Tango, Cherry Pink, Rock Around the Clock, The Great Pretender, Battle of New Orleans, Knick Knack Paddock. I'm gonna keep this for sure. I like those songs. That's all songs I remember from when I was a little kid, that my grandparents and stuff were playing. We got The Soul. Oh, the bottom's ripped on that one. The Soul of Spain, Volume 2, 101 strings. Up, and The Soul of Spain, I guess it's Volume 1, 101 strings. That's a nice little cover there. Show the backs. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. That I can't say. Balalakia, 31 Russian Gypsy Airs. I don't know about that. She's pretty though. Baal al Akia. I don't know. Something. Then we got still. This may not be open. This has never been opened. Christmas with Bing. So that could be worth millions. Or $2 maybe. Christmas with Bing Crosby. Awesome. The Fabulous Sabakis. Solo Flamenco. I don't know about that either, guys. And we've got a couple more box sets coming up here. Oh, they're heavy. This one is Those Wonderful Years. The Longines Symphonette and Singing Choralers. A treasury of more nostalgic songs, melodies from those wonderful years. Don't know. Oh. Seems to be a booklet. I shouldn't have done that. We'll never get it back in. Your guarantee of satisfaction, it says, though. Alright. I'll be satisfied. Or they'll give me my money back. Yes. I don't know. We're not going to look at that right now. And then we've got another one. Same thing. 1925 to 1960. I'm going to pull that one out. And then the last one, Golden Groups and Choruses, Sing Your All-Time Favorites. And if it's anything like the first one, I opened up a couple of the records. The records were brand new. So I tend to find that those sets like that, people took care of those, whether the boxes are trashed or not. They seem to have taken care of the records themselves. Sorry that I'm off screen here. Because I guess they were in the boxes and they maybe never played them a lot, or you know, they just went back in the box and they didn't have time to get you know, too much damage to them. Sorry, I got a bunch of 45s here too. Back to the records. Let's try to pick a face. We got Percy Faith, Strings in Stereo. I'm not sure if I know anything about Percy Faith. He sounds like somebody I would know. Dixieland Jazz from the Terrific 20s. She's got a lot of these Longines Symphonic Presents. Percy Faith, Viva, the Music of Mexico. Is that Percy Faith right there? I don't know. Seems like I know that name. Another one, Percy Faith, Malagueña. My Spanish is not so good anymore. Never was, really. That's a different story for a different time. Tony Carroll sings hits of the Roaring Twenties. Kurt Massey and Martha Tilton, we sing the old songs. Now this is old itself, so how old are those songs they're singing? Who knows? Jeanette McDonald and Nelson Eddy, Favorites in Stereo. I don't know, but she seems like she likes him. There you go. A Toast to Tommy Dorsey. Record Without a Case. See what it is. This is Musical Masterpieces of Christmas. 30. Needs to be cleaned. Harry James, Trumpet Rhapsody, and Other Great Instrumentals. It's a terrible cover. Bert Kempfert and his orchestra. Bert Kempfert's greatest hits. Never heard of them. Alright, just a little bit more to go. This one's still in a shrink wrap, but it's open. The Mills Brothers, Fortuosity. Got some stickers on it and all that good stuff. Don't know them either. This one's kind of a fun looking cover. The Parker Brothers Barbershop Quartet. Next one is one that I own already, but this is probably in better condition than mine. It's still in a shrink wrap. The Little Drummer Boy. Probably do something with that. We're back to Living Strings. The Plastico Pianos. We play music we all love best. I don't know. Here's one for my Al Hurt collection. Honey in the Horn. Al, he's the King Hurt, featuring Java. I know Java. I have the single for that from my grandparents. More Living Strings, The Sound of Music. This one looks cool. Italian Gold, featuring Al Ciola and his guitar and his orchestra. That one's got some stuff inside. The case is really, the cover is really thin, but it's got extra. It's got 2 records in it. That's why. Some of these are weird. Perry Como, or Cuomo, Perry people say. Still in a shrink wrap. It's not sealed though. No Other Love. I've heard of Perry Como before. Mamba, Rumba, Samba, Tango, Merengue. Arthur Murray's Music for Dancing. I can learn how to dance, guys. Oh, and we've got more in case I get good. Arthur Murray's Music for Dancing. Arthur Murray TV Dance Orchestra. Oh, it's got the steps on the back. Hey, did the other one have steps for me? Oh, yeah. We're going to learn this, guys. We're going to do a class. It's going to be on Mondays at 7 p.m. You have to bring your own dancing shoes and probably snacks. Because we're probably just going to snack and talk about dancing, not really dance. The Old Master Storyteller, Justin Wilson. That's comedy. Justin Wilson's a fake Cajun. He's supposedly from Mississippi. Somewhere. Probably keep that though. Here's another one, still in the shrink. Justin Wilson, Me, I Got a Friend. Trying to talk in a Cajun style. He passed for Cajun for a long time. Had TV shows and all kind of stuff. Ooh, this is a weird one. I'm gonna wait for. We're gonna do that one last because I don't know what's going on with that. Choral Christmas. I think I have this already. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Flower Drum Song. Maybe it might be a different version of this, but I think I have that. Maybe a different though. My Fair Lady, 101 Strings. The Sound of Magnificence. Kind of cool. This is an Elvis record. Elvis Golden Records. No cover for it, but it's finally an Elvis record that I have that has a lot of the hit songs, the rock kind of songs. Because I don't have a whole ton of Elvis stuff, but I have enough to. I see something on red vinyl. I have enough that it would be a decent collection, but it's mostly like the gospel stuff and whatever. And I'm not really wanting to listen to all that too much. The great vocalist of the big band era. Know who's on that. Doesn't say. I wanted to go back because I saw this red vinyl slipping out of something on the Tommy Dorsey one. You've got it's not only red, it's looks like it's a little dirty and kind of got some scuffs, but it's got that cloudy cloudy look to it. Pretty cool. It's like a blood red with Clouds of Blood. Blood Red. Tommy Dorsey's Clouds of Blood. What if that was metal, though? That'd be awesome. Anyway, moving on. Got a few more records, and then we'll do the 45s, and we'll be out of this video forever. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. That's the one I said I was going to wait till later, so let's wait till later on that one. South Pacific, Rodgers and Hammerstein. And the Music Man. Wait a minute. It's two different things. Maybe each side is one of the other. Ed Sullivan Presents Oklahoma. I've seen the Oklahoma soundtrack about 1,000 times, and I never picked it up, and now I own it. At least for now. John Philip Sousa. Guess that's some America songs. Stars and Stripes Forever. Washington Post. March. King Cotton. Other stuff. You guys can see that right there. Dean Martin. I take a lot of pride in what I am. Next one, still in shrink wrap. I have 2 copies of this for some reason. Now I have 3. Perry Como sings Merry Christmas music. Jeez, I'm teats. I couldn't say it. This one may be in better condition than my other 2 because it's still in shrink. Viva Lobos music for the Spanish guitar. Somebody paid $1. No, what did they pay? $4.58 for that or something. I don't know. Seems expensive for back then. Another South Pacific. That one's got some yucky on it. Mildew or something. The original hit, Winchester Cathedral, the new vaudeville band. I've seen this before somewhere. Okay, let's get back to this one. The last one, the Unsinkable Molly Brown. Look at this like cut right here. And that's what was making me say, what's going on? So let's see what's going on. There's something in here. I don't know what. There's definitely something going on in here. Oh, goodness, there's a book. Wait a minute. It's got 2 slots in there. So we've got the record on this old Capitol thing. Record looks pretty good. It's dirty, as they all were. Put that there. Then I don't know what this little slot was for right here, but there's a booklet. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. There's a little bend in it right there. Is it a booklet or? Yeah, it's just it's like a program for the show. That's pretty cool. Maybe they sold this at the theater or something, you know, and or maybe, well, no, it came with it because there was a slot for it. But I don't know. That's neat. So that's all the records. Albums, I should say. Now we've got 7-inch 45s, a little stack of those. I think these are all pretty much polkas and waltzes and stuff. And there's one of them that is on red vinyl I saw, so let's start with that. Start out with the red vinyl. It's Tain't So Polka and Blacksmith's Waltz, and we've got red clear vinyl, translucent, whatever you call it, transparent, lucent, I think it is. So we've got a lot of these on Nebraska records. I'm not going to name them all. I'm just going to show you a close up, and you guys can do what you want with that information, because there's about 30 of these. Oops. And if they're sideways, I'm sorry. This one's on Cadet Records. A lot of Glenn Brubeck. I haven't looked these up at all, any of this stuff. The only thing I looked up was the Herb Alpert, because I put those in my collection because I knew I was keeping those for sure. A lot of polkas. Papio records. See, these almost seem like they are in, these independent little labels that almost been done themselves, because these don't have any kind of design to them. A lot of these old 45s had cool looking labels and stuff. Nebraska Records did not, and Papio Records did not. Now this one is Rainbow Records, and that one does have a little cool little something or other going on with it. That is Barbara and the Carousels. That must be Barbara Grunwald. Here's one with a little bit of a flavor to it. Triumph Records. Swiss Boy Waltz on the other side. Some Czech records. This might be from another country. The Czech Republic, I would think. Cool. Little Crow Recording Company. Whose Girl Are You Waltz? Or Nebraska. Anybody knows anything about these, let me know. And the last thing, we got Barbara Polka, Vern Luddington Orchestra on VL Records, I guess. Omaha, Nebraska. See, these might have been little Nebraska labels. I don't know if this person was from Nebraska or what. Now it's hard to see when the light gets close to the light. That white label reflecting. So that's it. That's all I got for this this little collection. It was free, of course. I thanked her already, but thanks, Lindsay, for all this. It's not my thing, most of it. But like I said, I'm not gonna go donate it to like a Goodwill or anything like that. I'll never do that. If I'm gonna do it, it's gonna go to a record store, and if they say they can't sell it, then I won't leave it there either. But I hate seeing stuff that's in pretty good condition get put in a place where it's going to become trash. And I'll keep this one because it's red. It's red, and does it have a date on it? Instrumental polka. It's on HMM Records, but it doesn't have a date on it. So. But I bet you this is from the 50s, or 40s or 50s. And people always, try to say colored vinyl's a new thing. It's not. It's been around for a long time. So anyway, that's it for this episode. It's going on for only 33 minutes. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. I've got some other videos coming up. Got a couple new things, and I did a pawn shop run. And we'll talk about that later. Talk to you guys later. Bye.